another edition of Wednesday Wanderings, Trailways Travel. It's January 19th. The temperature is dropping, and there are a few lucky souls who are going to Costa Rica next month. Now, I'm sure a lot of you wish you were with them, just like I do. But we'll stick around and hold down the fort and keep the fire burning here in Iowa, I guess, right? Just returned from the American Bus Association conference, which was in Grapevine, Texas. And I thought, Texas, yay, it's going to be warm. And no, it wasn't. The high was like maybe 40, 45. But you know what? You have to look at the other side. I'm sure it was warmer than what it was here. And it was a great conference. Very exciting to go, to be around the different people and friends that I have made through the travel industry, and to get to see them in person again. So that was very refreshing. I brought it along here so you could see. This was my book. This is only a portion of all the things I received from all the different venues and vendors. It's categorized by state, so it's nice and easy. My appointment book, I met with 172 different people face-to-face over the course of 3 days. So obviously, if you do the math, you'll figure that's only maybe 6 minutes per person. So it was kind of like a speed dating in the travel industry, I guess you could say. We also were announced where ABA next year will be. So in 2023, it will be in Detroit. They had a fantastic band and people there celebrating the Motown of Detroit, and known as a music city, which made me think, hey, we're ahead of the game. We have a visit to that area with the Motown Museum and the whole Music City tour as part of our Mackinac Island tour. So maybe that's something you want to look at one more time. Again, that's the one I sat and told you there's probably like 4 trips packed into one, which it is. So anyway, maybe take another peek at that one. Tomorrow is Get to Know Your Customer Day. So watch your email. It's on January 20th. And coming back from ABA, I really want to know, where do you want to go in 2023? That's what I'm working on right now. If there's a particular area or region or even specific place that you'd like me to look at and try to consider or put together a tour, let me know in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Obviously, I've got a lot to go through. I have a lot of great ideas, and very excited for some new, fresh, exciting places for us to go and visit in 2023. But it's 2022, it's a new year. I'm excited for us to get going and traveling again. If you're wanting just a nice little one-day out trip, of course we have our Circa 21s and our Celebration Bells that are a little bit later in the year. But we do have the Ozark Jubilee that is coming to Riverside. It is on April 19th, which is a Tuesday. It'll be a nice little one-day trip up and back. We are going to give you a couple hours that you can spend on the casino floor if you want, or check out the nice little shops and other places there within the resort before the show. Lunch is included as part of the show itself, and it is based on the stars of the Grand Ole Opry. So it's going to be music from some of the older Opry stars. I know they're the ones we all know and love as the older ones, such as like Patsy Cline and Tammy Wynette and Roy Clark, Merle Haggard, Charlie Pride, Porter Wagner. That genre of country music is what they'll be performing. But they also have an extremely funny comedian. He's known as Doofus Doolittle, but he is a fiddle player, and quite the fiddle player. He actually is considered a world-class fiddler. Might be something else you might want to Google or look into a little bit, but you'll be amazed and surprised. He comes off as being the little Ozark hillbilly, but boy, can he play. So again, that's Tuesday, April 19th. Do give us a call soon. really anticipate this to be one that I think people will enjoy and are ready to get out and go. So it's a little bit of a combo of a great meal and show and a little bit of time to the casino. I know many of you are still wanting to get back to the casino, but we do not have any contracts in place so far for any of 2022. Um, Not saying it might not happen, but at this point in the game, it's not likely, okay? Um, the next one I want to highlight is a Christmas tour for 2022. This one I'm really excited about. We're calling it a Country Blue Christmas. It's December 5th through the 10th. And if you even remotely loved Elvis, this is definitely the tour for you. An American Bus Association, known as ABA, we go to different places every year. And one of the years we did go to Nashville. And while we were there, we went to Memphis. We have been in Nashville, but we went to Memphis. And one of the places we did visit that they had rented out entirely for only the ABA people was Graceland and the Graceland complex. It was phenomenal. Granted, I had, myself and 3,000 other people there, but it was really a cool thing to see after hours. So one of our receptive hosts, he has put together, this will be the 4th year that he has done it, a trip that's specific to Memphis and Elvis at Christmas. So he's done much the same thing. He has rented out the entire complex, so it is not open to the general public. He is only allowing a few motor coaches to come in, and we are luckily one of them. So we got to celebrate a true blue Christmas at Graceland. Do check out the links and everything down below. It'll give you much more detail, but I'm really excited about it. They actually still use all of the original decorations that Elvis had and used and placed in the house, and they place them pretty much in the same manner that he had done in the past. Even the tinsel. Can you imagine saving the tinsel off the Christmas tree every year? Well, they do it. So the first day, we actually will be overnighting in Sykeston. We'll visit Lambert's. I know everyone loves going to Lambert's with the throne rolls and the great food. And we'll arrive in Memphis on the 6th. That night, we'll do a little touring during the day, but that night, we will, that afternoon, we'll arrive at the guest house at Graceland, which is the hotel associated with Graceland. Priscilla Presley herself helped decorate and put together the hotel's decor, much to the way she felt Elvis would have liked to have had it. And then we have a special event that night. That night will be a private concert from a tribute Elvis star, one of the best ones in the country. So it won't just be the person impersonating as Elvis. It's the whole spiel. They'll have a big stage, all the lighting, the backup singers, the dancing. It'll be a true replica of an Elvis concert, and it's just for us. We also have our meal there that evening. They'll have different buffet areas set up and tables strategically placed around, and it will feature all the different great foods of Memphis, of course, some wonderful barbecue, and a few little things that I think were noted as Elvis favorites. The next day, we'll be doing what we call a Memphis Mojo tour. Give you a little bit of insight of all the things with the music. You'll visit Sun's studio. We also get the opportunity, you'll get to see exactly where the $1 Million Quartet did their little spiel with Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, and Carl Perkins. So that's a fun thing. That night, then actually too, that afternoon, we go to Beale Street. You can't go to Memphis and not go to Beale Street. Fabulous fun area. You'll have some time to explore on your own, time for some lunch. I've given 3 different little highlight places that maybe you might want to consider for lunch. I love going to Beale Street, very fun. But that night, um, we'll be rolling into Graceland Mansion, coming down the drive. It'll be all lit with all the blue lights. And the mansion and all of the surroundings with it is totally open to only these groups. It's closed to the public. It'll be after 4 p.m. The mansion closes at 4. So you'll get to really see how Christmas looked at Graceland. We also have a dinner buffet that evening too. So as you know, you'll never go hungry when you're traveling with us. So then that is our main highlights there in Memphis. The next morning we'll get up and we're going to head off for Nashville. But along the way we're making a stop. There is located, it's called the Western Tennessee Heritage Center. And the exciting part to me there is the little one-room schoolhouse they moved from Nutbush. It's called Flag Grove School, and it was attended by Anna Mae Bullock. Do you know who that is? I know you do, but I think you know her as Tina Turner. So we will be stopping there, take a little time to visit through the museum, all her costuming. They actually play her last live concert while we're there. So lots of fun things all about Tina. Then we're going to be arriving to Nashville, and we're staying at the Gaylord, which, as many of you know, is absolutely phenomenal at Christmas. It is decked out to more than the nines. There are millions of lights. The inside is beautiful. But we are going to be partaking in their really fun events they have there. We've done them in the past. One of them is called Ice, and it is phenomenal. Now, you're going to want to wear your gloves and mittens and hat and everything inside when you go there, and they're still going to give you a big, heavy parka to wear because it is kept at 9 degrees. But it is so fun. You forget about it even being cold, and it honestly brings out the kid in you again. They have fabulous slides that are made out of ice that anyone could go down. I've done it many times. It's lots of fun. They have over 2 million pounds of ice. Everything in there is created out of solid ice. And they bring in ice sculptors from Harbin, China, and they come and spend, probably almost a month carving all of this ice. And there's 3 different kinds of ice, but I'll let you look that up in our brochure that tells a little bit more about that. But very, very cool exhibit. You'll also get to take a ride on the Delta flatboats. The Opryland Inn hotel there has a river that runs through. It actually also is comprised of samples from, I think it's maybe like 1,700 different rivers all around the world that they dumped in there. But you can take a ride on the Delta flatboat. It's about a 15-minute little leisurely ride. And it's really nice because you get to see more of all of the hotel area there through the atriums. Then that night, we will be seeing their Country Christmas show. Again, another fabulous show we've gone to many times. The last one we went to, Trace Adkins was the performer. Actually, it was probably one of my most favorite because he did really old-timey Christmas carols, ones you would think of from church years and years ago. But we've also seen Lori Morgan, Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers, Crystal Gale, the Oak Ridge Boys. They'll announce who the entertainer will be kind of more mid-year of 22, so keep an eye for that. And then we'll also, the next day, we're going to do a troubadour tour, which means we have a singer-songwriter on board with us that'll give us a tour in Nashville. They'll entertain us along the way. And we will be having lunch on the General Jackson, which is a beautiful showboat there. It also has entertainment. So there's lots packed into this tour. It'll be a really fun country blue Christmas. I invite you to give me a call. I'll be happy to send you the brochure, answer any other questions you have. It's one that I hope will sell out really quick. most everyone who have seen it so far, which just is only maybe 8 or 10 people, are already wanting their names on the list to go. So again, don't hesitate too long, even though it is right out a year away. I know I've rambled on a lot this morning, but it's been a while since I've talked to you. I have so much excitement for the year and planning for 23. It's just exciting. So I best get back to work, get those plans underway, and more places for you to go. So till next week, take care. Have a great day.